In this video, we're going to talk about how to sex your ball python. Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another video. Today, we're going to talk about at least how we sex our ball pythons. There are a couple different methods to do this. One is popping, or when you physically express the hemipenes or not, and the other is probing. I have probing tools, I can show you those, but I've never mentored with anybody on the proper way to use them. I've seen some videos on YouTube, so I'm not really going to get into that a whole lot. I'm going to show you our technique here and how we sex our snakes, so that you might be able to use these same techniques and help determine how to do that and what you have in your collection. I will say that it does take practice. I wouldn't sit there for an hour with the same male trying to express the hemipenes, but every other day or so, if you make a practice of practicing your technique, eventually you'll become very consistent and reliable with what you're going to select word. What you're going to be able to do on a consistent basis to determine if what sex those animals are. Now this video isn't going to be long, and we're going to get right into it. So I'm going to grab a couple animals and we're going to come back to the table, and I'm going to show you guys how we sex ball pythons here at the Ectothermic Dungeon. Let's go. All right, so first off to start, we have a hatchling here. This is about 100 grams, maybe slightly under 100 grams. These guys are relatively easy to pop, as they haven't really developed a lot of musculature to kind of keep their hemipenes tucked in. Sub-adults aren't too bad, but the big adults, at least for me anyway, are more challenging. Billy from Mutation Creation did a video on this a while back, and I'll see if I can put a link up here for you guys for that video. But what we're looking to do here on these smaller animals is we want one finger here right up by the cloaca. We're going to apply a little bit of pressure and we're going to pull back. And then this tail, I've seen a lot of people crank it this way. I don't like to do that. I like to take and roll the animal up, and then you can see there the hemipenes come out. So a little pressure up, and then you can see there. And then we're going to squeeze and roll, and out the hemipenes come. It's pretty straightforward. But again, like I said before, it does take practice in order for you to get good at that. But that's a male. Let's take a look at a female. So here we have a gorgeous little black pastel pied, 100% het for albino female. This is a holdback. This girl will be staying here. And basically we do the same thing. And sometimes you'll have a male, but they'll, again, let me see if I can get this over here. Again, a little pressure, pull back, and then we're going to squeeze and roll. Pull back, and then we're going to squeeze. I've got nothing there. That's a female. Sometimes when they're young, you'll go to pop a male, and you'll see like little pink or red. Depending on how many times you've done that, it could just be irritation. But they should pop out like you saw with the other guy. If they don't, I would suggest definitely sexing them multiple times as they age before they're sold, so that way you have, the odds of, popping it several times to determine its sex. But as you can see there, though, this was a female, and she's priority. The next little guinea pig, I'm not going to do an adult, but this is a sub-adult. This is a pastel leopard ivory. He is available. He is 66% het pied, or at least available at the time I'm shooting this. So we're going to do the same thing with this guy. Again, the musculature has changed. So again, we're going to little pressure with that thumb, roll them up, and boom, out those hemipenes come. So again, again, not straightforward, but the technique is the same, and it becomes a little bit more reliable once you've achieved success and you've done it several times. It's a good way to, have a little bit of reliability in what you're looking at. And then with repetition on the same animal, if you have question, that helps too. All right, guys, there you go. Just a really quick short video. I'm shooting a lot of these how-to series, if you will. Most of all these have been done, but I'm doing this again for our website so that I can have a direct link to stuff that videos that we've shot that I'll put on my website for our customers and and for anybody for that matter. But it's just a process that I want to have in place as a business model so that I can refer customers and people to if they have questions about certain things that I've already shot videos on, instead of trying to talk through things over and over and over again. So again, short video. Thank you guys very much for following. If you have any comments, definitely drop some comments down below in the and I'll get back to you as soon as I can with those. Usually pretty quick with that. Again, we're in the COVID-19 peak, just right at the plateau at this point of shooting this video, and hopefully things kind of lighten up and we can get into some reptile shows this year. I did hear a comment this morning that some of the government was saying that they may be limiting large gatherings all the way to 2021, and this is the middle of April. So that's a big stretch, and that would be a long season without any shows. So hopefully that's not the case, but if it happens, it happens. We have to do the right thing. So with that said, thank you guys for all the support. Please like, subscribe, and hit that little bell, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.